Úramíris, Chapter 1. Land of Sea and Sky. Azura sat before her altar, gazing upon the countless dragons that glittered in the magical light of fire. The LED dragons in the very back were glowing especially red today. It's gonna be one of those days, she thought to herself. But it didn't bother her. In fact, she embraced it, for she embraced change and newness, yet familiarity and consistency, to say the least. She sat in a meditative position, legs crisscrossed, hands in her lap, palms facing the sky. She wanted to receive the universal energy today. She wanted to feel connected, to feel one, as she so often does. She took a deep breath in and exhaled. Today was going to be a good day if she so willed it to be. But sometimes your own will can be scary. You can be powerful. You can change and have the ability to change. It can be quite overwhelming if one does not understand. But today was different to her. She trusted herself this time, and there was something new and odd about the way the serpentine crystal ball reflected back at her. She saw this moment, but from a different perspective. Maybe it was the dragon's way of telling her that this is how she should see, that this is how she should look. Maybe, maybe not. She was always pondering the dragons, so quite intensely. She looked upon the crystal ball as the ever-changing starlights on her wall reflected in a rainbow arc around the ball. Her rainbow lights in a rainbow arc, it seemed too perfect. The candle flames flickered on the surface as she saw them dance. She always could see fire fairies, always in the flames beside the dragons. It made sense, only natural, as these spirits were utterly close in their realms. She took a deep breath in and exhaled once more. Now she closed her eyes. She paused. She wanted to feel grounded, at one with right now. The stillness, she could feel it everywhere. A calm stillness that she knew she could create. Except for maybe her bunny eating, munching in the corner. Cuddles was a cute one, that was for sure. She took a deep breath in and exhaled. She decided to dive deep and deep and deep within herself. She wanted to go to the depths of her being, the vast oceans of her mind, twinkling with the reflection of the stars above. She took a deep breath in and exhaled, allowing as much air to flow into her lungs as was natural and needed. She surrounded herself with blue and green light. In her third eye, she could see this orb rotating around her faster and faster. As these colors of light began rotating around her, she noticed that they slowly started to glisten in the brilliance of polished azurite. She was always connected to azurite, for her name was Azura. It was her given name, and she knew that there must be some reason as to why she felt connected to it. It always just was special. And these colors made her feel authentic, one with herself and at one with the nature around her. This orb started growing scales that sparkled in the brilliance of azurite. These scales were hard. They were so stiff, sturdy, and strong. She knew that they would protect her from anything, and she felt safe. She dived deep and deep and deep within herself. Suddenly, she started seeing trees form around. In this realm, deep within herself, she could see this realm with her third eye. It smelled like a fresh pine forest, her favorite place to be. There was something warm about the air today. It didn't seem overbearing, but it was comfortable. She could stretch if she wanted to, sunbathe and bask in the glory of the sunlight if she needed. She decided to go to her favorite place in this forest, the Crystal Lake. This crystal lake sparkled in the brilliance of all crystals. The Crystal Kingdom lived in the Crystal Lake and lived by the Crystal Lake. She walked through the many, many trees, hearing the sounds of birds of all kinds. Butterflies flew around effortlessly as she gazed upon the trees. "This place is home," she said. "This place is who I feel I came from." As she walked ever forward, she finally came across the Crystal Lake. The Crystal Lake was breathtaking. It made her speechless every time she gazed upon the beautiful colors of the crystals that surrounded the sacred pool. The flowers grew in all sorts of blues, greens, and purples. White ones were around, in a few places they speckled the rest. These were flowers that she's never seen before. Some looked like roses, some looked like tulips, but some looked like something else entirely. It was a beautiful place. The edge of the Crystal Lake had clear quartz surface, and you could see all the clusters of crystals of all different kinds growing from beneath this clear quartz. The pool's waters were warm as she dipped her feet in. She said, "I love this place." She soaked in the moment and saw the sunlight glisten upon her skin. She could see the veins under her pale skin in the bright sunlight. What a fascinating sight to think of. Your body's made of billions upon trillions of cells, and they all just work to keep you alive. "I love you," she said. "And I love you, and I love you, and I love you." She started laughing to herself. Oh, wow. But she finally felt safe, secure, and loved by herself. She decided to go further into the pool and fully submerge herself. These waters were sacred. She could breathe in them. She never understood how this was possible, but it just made the pools even more sacred. As she dove deeper and deeper into the pool and within herself, the crystals started to glow. The amethyst had a purple glow and the citrine had a yellow. The aqua aura quartz had a blue and the violet flame had a purple. Deep, deep, fiery purple. She was breathless, yet she could breathe. It was all quite funny and ironic, she thought to herself. She looked upon these crystals as they glowed in the stillness. The warm waters felt inviting as she dove deeper and deeper. There was no blackness here, for the soft glow of the crystals made sure you always saw your way. The light at the end of the tunnel was very bright in this cave. Perhaps that's why she felt so safe here. She liked to dive deep, deep down, seeing how far she could go, and each time trying to go further and further, for something was special about this cave, deep, deep under the crystal lake. Sometimes she couldn't tell if it was filled with air or filled with water. She could never understand at this bizarre quality of the crystal lake. Its water had such a sacred property. This time she was tired. I knew it was time for her to get some rest. She took one last glimpse at the glowing crystals and turned around and slowly started swimming back up to the crystal lake. It was beautiful here, and she knew she could come back whenever she wanted to, for this place was her sacred home. This is where she came from, and she knew deep down inside that this is exactly where she belonged. She slowly swam to the surface, and when she got to the surface, she pulled herself out with her arms first, swinging her legs over, right, left, until she pushed herself up on the clear quartz shore. It was almost like a pool, a swimming pool, though sometimes it felt like a glass beach. It always depended on the day she came. She slowly became aware of the floor she was sitting upon, and the altar decorated in dragons and crystals of all kinds in front of her. She opened her eyes and saw her altar. The dragons almost smiling in the firelight. It was also beautiful here. She felt that this was right.
Hey hatchlings, this is DragonFeather, and thank you so much for watching the first ever chapter in my new online audiobook, Úramíris. You can download the first chapter, Land of Sea and Sky, on my SoundCloud, as well as ḻৰীষ্টৱ, which is my original composition, in the background. I am so excited to share this with you, and I can't wait to post more chapters and new installments in my new audiobook. And it's been an incredible journey, and it's so much fun, so I hope you guys thoroughly enjoy it. And please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, for I post videos at least twice a week, and like and share and comment and all that fun stuff, because it really helps me out a lot. But until next time, stay geeky, cheeky, and freaky, little hatchlings. Blessed be, and bye.